Welcome to Faith and Science Field Notes Radio, where each episode combines one middle school science topic with scripture and personal reflection, because studying how the world works is one way of getting to know the God who made it. This is the brief on physical property. Last time we talked about substance, matter with one fixed, unchanging makeup, no matter where the sample comes from. But how do we actually observe and describe that makeup in the first place? That's exactly what a physical property does. A physical property is a characteristic of matter that you can observe or measure without changing what the substance actually is. Color, texture, density, melting point, all of those are physical properties. Think of it like a person's height or their hair color. You can observe those things even when you can't measure them, or you actually can measure them. But doing so doesn't change who that person actually is underneath. Here's where people usually trip up. Physical properties aren't the same as chemical properties. A physical property describes what you can observe about a substance it already is. A chemical property describes something different, how that substance tends to react or change into something else entirely. We'll get into chemical properties in the next episode. Now here's the deeper connection. Lean in. 1 Samuel chapter 16, verse 7 says that man looks at the outward appearance, but the Lord looks at the heart. Outward observable qualities, the physical properties of a person, you could say, only tell part of the story of who someone actually is. So here's a question worth sitting with. What's a physical property you could observe about yourself? Something about how you look, how you come across, how other people view you, and how is that different from who you truly are on the inside? Thank you for listening to this episode of Faith and Science Field Notes Radio. Remember, studying how the world works is one way of getting to know the God who made it.